Hi students, and welcome to your next math lesson. Today we're looking at Chapter 9, Lesson 11, Adding Mixed Numbers. Students will be able to add mixed numbers. In our previous lesson and video, we used models to add mixed numbers. Today we're taking that next step and we're looking at just the steps on adding mixed numbers. This is very similar to adding fractions, whether it's like fractions or unlike fractions. The only extra part is that we have some whole numbers to add in at the end. So our first example is 2 1/4 plus 1 1/4. Okay, now these are mixed numbers because it represents at least one whole and a fractional amount. So when I want to add mixed numbers, I'm going to take a look at my denominators. And for this example, I notice that my denominators are common. They are already like. They're the same number, fourths. So that makes this problem a lot less complicated than some other problems I might say. So when I'm taking 2 1/4 and I'm adding 1 1/4, I'm going to go ahead and stack my problem vertically like we did when we were adding and subtracting unlike fractions. And when I stack it vertically, it lets me see the difference between my wholes and my fractions, because my fractions are on top of each other and my wholes are on top of each other. I'm going to start off by adding my fractions together. Again, since these are already like fractions, I can simply add my numerators. 1/4 plus 1/4 gives me 2/4. And now I'm going to go ahead and add my whole numbers. 2 plus 1 equals 3. So in this problem, I have 3 wholes and 2/4. Now we should always make sure our answers are in simplest form. For this problem, I have 3 2/4, which is the correct answer. It's the sum. However, we can simplify 2/4. Because if I have something cut into 4 equal pieces and 2 of them are shaded, I can simplify that by removing some of those lines and still having the same amount shaded, and it would equal 1/2. So I can rewrite this as 3 1/2. Now, not every problem is going to have common denominators. So I want to show you what to do when you don't have common denominators. So let's say we have this example. 3 3/8 plus 2 1/2. So now we have some steps to take because my denominators are different. Okay, I have to make them common denominators. And here comes that pink sticky that you see me use in class all the time. My 5 steps when I have unlike fractions. First, I'm going to vertically line up my problem. 3 3/8 plus 2 1/2. I still need to find my common denominator using a T-chart. My denominators are 2 and 8, so I need to count and list multiples of 2 and 8 until I get something in common. 2, 4, 6, 8. And when I count by 8s, I get 8. So that means 8 is my common denominator. Both of these fractions need to be written with a denominator of 8. So let's make equivalent fractions. Find that missing denominator. In my first fraction, 3/8, I already had 8, so I can keep it at 3. 3/8 equals 3/8. But in my second fraction, 1/2, I need to make that into eighths. 2 times what amount gives me 8? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have to multiply my numerator of that fraction by 4 as well. 1 times 4 equals 4. So 1/2 equals 4/8. Now I can add my like fractions. 3/8 plus 4/8 equals 7/8. But don't forget, we have wholes to add as well. I also need to add my 2 whole amounts together. 3 wholes plus 2 more wholes gives me 5 wholes. So let's combine those. I have 5 wholes and 7/8. So that is my sum. 3 3/8 plus 2 1/2 equals 5 7/8. So what we're doing for this skill, if we don't have a common denominator, we are following the exact same process from when we were just adding fractions. The difference now is that we also have to add our whole amounts in the end. Hope you found this helpful, and I will see you next time.